Alright, what's up? We back with another gameplay, and today we are playing Starred Cuisine. So, this game is gastronomy meets horror, an unsettling narrative experience set in 19th century Italy. Romana, Italy? Step into the shoes of a solitary writer and gourmet, inspired by the historical figure of Pellegrino Artusi as the midnight snack spirals into the unexpected. Alright, the name of the game isn't your typical horror game. No frantic chases or cheap jump scares, but rather a thick atmosphere of tension, disturbing themes, and chilling twists that will linger in your mind long after credits roll. Duh. Alright. Alright, let's get into the game. English, because I'm not about to. Even though I'm like practicing on Duolingo, I'm not even gonna try it. Cucina stellata. Starred cuisine. Kitchen something. Stellata, I guess. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romana, Italy. Okay. What is it, like a church? Little church home type thing, type business here. That a UFO? Curiosity kills everyone. You should have just let it crash, bro. Leave it alone. Bro, this nicotine patch keeps sliding off my fucking arm. Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little, they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus, they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. Pellegrino Artusi. Artusi. Something like that. I don't know. Hope I'm saying it right. Turn 90. Okay. Add the oil to the pan. This must be the wine. Okay, it don't look too bad. Can't go in there. Alright. Oh, this the oil right here. Alright, did that. Chop the onion, carrot, and celery and add them to the pan. Okay. Making some eats, bro. This is how you should eat every day. Some veggies. And I don't know about frying them in oil, but you know, I don't know. I think you should boil them, not fry them. Because that takes away the whole point. They're vegetables. Chop the meat and add it to the pan. Hey, but it might be good though. I think I cooked like that before, so I can't even talk. Okay, never mind. Grab the tomato sauce from the shelf and add it to the pan. So we put red wine and tomato sauce in this bitch. Yuck. This shit look gross. Hold up, scooting up. Don't mind the noise. Hold up, I gotta put this chair up. Don't mind the noise. Leave me alone. Alright, reach out. Place the tortilli in the pot. What the fuck is tortilli? Oh, okay. Oh, in the pot. Right in the notebook. They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap. I said that, leading man into abysses from which he could never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims not to care about food. That makes no civil or religious celebration without eventually spreading the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for your raw materials the finest goods, for these will make an impression. And if this precious fruit of who knows where origin is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much or even more than truffles. But caution must be exercised with hope and fervor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the discretion of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Add the tortilli to the pan. place the dish. Alright, we got some good meat, some food. Eat. Alright. Looks pretty good so far. I'm happy that we ain't getting no jump scares. So, you know, I couldn't be too, like, caught off guard with this. Fucking. The hell, bro? That shit was heaven. Okay, meals like this make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire in the stoves. To get back to work and plunge like a deep-sea diver in search of the goodness and beauty I adore. I often say that one should not only return... Okay, hold up. Catch my motherfucking breath here. I often say that one should not... Oh my god. I often say that one should only return to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help. Yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if men neither crave food or experience sexual stimulation, the human race will soon perish. So here I am again. Casseroles, pots, and lids. Open your legs, aromas of the undergrowth, sautés and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. Open your legs? What the fuck type of freaky shit you on, brother, man? I ain't opening shit. Alright, grab the onion, carrots, and celery from the shelf and add them to the pot. Easy. Add the oil to the pan. Got it. Okay. I mean, y'all can see what I need to do, so I don't need to read everything. Seems normal. I'm just making me some W eats every day I get up. Every night, I mean. Because it's nighttime. Okay, the meat's in the cellar. That's kind of a red flag, but, you know. I won't judge. Probably some dope meat. What the fuck is that noise? Oh my god. Here we go. Here go the weird shit I was hoping not to see. Oh man. Close your eyes. I'm sorry, bro. Hurry up, get up out of here. Oh man. I didn't mean it, bruh. Oh, gotta close the door. Place the meat on the cutting board and dust up flour. Alright, this game just got sick. We're not even gonna say nothing about the alien in our basement that we're currently eating. I quiver in anticipation and can barely restrain my restlessness. My restlessness? I guess not. Twitching finger. Oh, okay, I got you. I quiver in anticipation and can barely restrain my restless, twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor. Not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and throat. Something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There is no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. He said this shit good as fuck, boy. Yuck. We eating alien meat, bruh. Pause. Hope the alien know I don't roll that way, bruh. Now we in the purple mist. No, it's red now. I mean, but I mean, would that be considered murder? If the cops somehow just found out he did this, would that be considered murder or just like harboring that fucking alien? Which I'm pretty sure is just as serious as fucking murder, but questions need to be answered. It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before, nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds and that seems to feed alternately and contrary on something within me. Every other ingredient appears deceased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with such a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except for those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by the traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or chilling nuance, one that seems as though it has always been available, ignored in the remote corner of our darkened iris, and atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise and unprepared for shock. Why the fuck does he keep using these big ass words, man? Add oil to the pan. Alright. Alright. Guess we're gonna cut this nigga up again. I'm sorry, bro. Damn, bro. What am I doing? Making alien balls, bro. I don't hear nothing, bro. Don't tell me he died. Yep. He's dead. Have a drink on your way out, bro. Damn. Isn't this ball from yesterday? More fucking reading. Okay. Once it was said that Once it was said that poultice was man's folder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels and devils, like ogres and massipegos, magalesi, and what the fuck? Spirits of essence of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a beautiful feast. I listen to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bite itself with its acidic taste, and still the shrieking taste buds singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards, a force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion for all those wild, primitive beasts, ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. Chopped the meat? We cooked it already. What? Okay. Grab the bread from the shelf and slice it. So that created 2 slices. I see. Okay. Plate the dish. This is disgusting. Bro, why? I should really mute my phone when I do this. But fuck it. We're already deep in territory. I will say this game has a lot of reading that I'm not really fond of. Big ass words. Oh my god. My word, certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I can have never experienced. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. For this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human odor. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all other food loses its unusual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. Okay, I need to learn how to read, bro. Nothing washes away the shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is most terrifying in the heart of this damn night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside me still longs for that flavor. We over here eating alien food. Oh hell no. Nah. Come on, bro. We're sick. We're sick. Look at this piece of gum. I just took a piece of gum out the alien's head. I'm not trying to get demonetized, so this is a piece of gum. Piece of gum. Piece of gum. That's all this is. A big ass chewed up piece of gum. What a misfortune, what ill-fated news, O wretched swamp, O foul quagmire, O unholy land that sheltered me since I was a child. Have you no pity for your own children? You let me no food stay, hold up, oh my god. You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one, amongst all, so sweet and precious, you can barely stand abundance, a curse upon you. He's, what? We gonna eat egg and brain. Or no, egg and gum. Fantastic combination. Add flour to the bowl. Add oil to the bowl. Cut the meat. Oh fuck. Let's cut the piece of gum. Yummy gum. Coat the meat with batter. Okay. I swear to God, it's this. I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance in these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor, as they do for grappas, seasoned cheeses, and cured meats. For I well know that spoiled foods at times hold unexpected effects. He's literally hoping the food is still good, even though it's spoiled. And fucking rotting. And a brain. I mean, piece of gum. Ugh. How are you getting crunch on? Never mind. You know what? Okay. I love how they give us a little discussion period to try to talk about that shit. Oh my god. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky tango path through a flowering garden, where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. In that vast and luminous expanse, it seems as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arch of Dene ivy. I made a way down a gorge through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted onto pools of golden mosscot. And beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of primroses stretched out like a carpet. The air seemed to lace off kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible, lost as if they were in that digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds dripping with enzymatic liquors almost filled me with reverence. At last, I emerged from the garden through an ortice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disabled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. Okay. Sure. What? There's no more meat, bro. Oh no. Oh my god. What are we cutting? Alright, we ain't cutting nothing. Thankfully, this crazy shit didn't end it. In the end, it has left me alone. Yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from the top and to bottom, carried like a bolus deep into my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of this splendid essence, a link in the metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? What are we saying? Oh my god. Ugh, I heard it. Ugh. Wow, look at this nice piece of chocolate, bro. Yummers. 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 Two pieces? Yeah. Oh my god. I want to look at this, bro. Oh. We eating chocolate, bro. Yuck. It's more yellow. Like chocolate. Or brown. Or both. What a catastrophe. A sharp, biting taste, filthy as a gutter rag. A faded memory of its once pristine purity, perhaps too diluted. The spirit of tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. Bro, no way that wasn't your last attempt right there, bro. Look at outside. We're literally losing ourselves. I think we're dead. Cut the meat. Is this another one? What meat are we cutting? Oh my god. I'm gonna try to upload it, and I think this video gonna get demonetized, but I noticed with a certain astonishment, twitching my lashes and tears that blur my vision, and yet by some cruel contradiction, my eyes burn like flames on a dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought, the very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happens that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night, I feel myself consumed by fire, without a single tear to quench the blaze. What the hell are we doing? Up. Ain't colorful no more. Oh, wait, it is. It's red. Uh-oh. Now we got little red sperm cells flying around. I feel my vigor leaving me, and yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last faithful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid potent my very life. I'm losing the plot, bruh. Look at this. I got the red shit in my house. I'm dying, bruh. This is what happens when you eat alien meat, bro. Pause, bro. Oh my god. Look at him. He like, haha, nigga. I got you now. It's revenge, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, y'all. He cut a piece of meat that was close to his neck. I don't know if I can show this. I don't know what the hell that was. But I hope I can show it, but I know I probably can't. Damn, bro. Alright, y'all. I think we're pretty much done with the game. Let's see if it's anything else. But other than that, Filippo Liverini for the writing. Yeah. And everybody else. I called that out because he writ what happened. So, yeah. Alright. That's the end of the game. Hope y'all enjoyed, I guess. Peace out.